typically the things that we're running from and that we're afraid of and the things that we're trying to hide end up being our superpower. I could wipe doo-doo on their nails and they're like, yes.
What a cool industry to be in. Hey, this is Melissa, the host of Under the Top Coat. I'm here with Jotanna today.
Hi.
And we are at the Nail Carnival in Atlanta, Georgia. We've had a good weekend.
Yeah, it's been
We're
good.
wrapping this up.
It's been good.
Good times, right?
Yeah, it's been awesome.
Cool. So I'm going to ask you a couple industry questions.
Okay.
And at the very end, we're going to go over some like rapid fire fun ones.
All right, let's go.
So I would like to know how you got started in this industry. I mean, I think you and I met maybe back in Georgia years and years ago.
Yeah,
possibly.
2018.
Yeah. That's when we first met.
Yeah.
But I can say I met you then.
Yeah.
But I do want to go because we're under the top coat.
All right, let's go.
We're not on top, we're under. But in Florida, when we had Florida after COVID, I met you in Georgia. But Florida was when you made a real imprint on me. And I'm going to tell you when I re-met you in Florida.
Okay.
So we were in the Florida camp.
Okay.
And I was sitting on the back porch waiting for Jessica to get through her signing up and stuff. And you came out and sat down and you moved this rocking chair up next to me and I was like, hey, and you're like, hey. And you looked me dead in the face and said, girl, aren't you wondering who's going to rip ass in the cabin tonight first?
Did I say it was going to be me?
You didn't. But I remember looking at you going, yeah, no, never thought about that, but now I'm thinking about that. So that was a moment for me with you. I was like, this girl is a good time.
Yeah.
Because I don't know her that well, and she just went right in. Like, who's going to rip ass in the cabin tonight?
Yeah.
So, yeah, that was my moment with you. I was like, this girl's a good time.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Thank you. Thank you for that memory. I cherish it.
Absolutely.
So how did you get started in the industry?
So, high school, I was kind of a burnout. I was running around everywhere, and I got pregnant my senior year, and I was like, shit, like I got to do something with my life. And my mom was working at the local beauty school doing admissions and financial aid.
Okay.
And she's like, oh, Joe, like you can do this nail tech program. It's 6 months. You're artsy fartsy. I've always been an artsy fartsy girl.
Right.
And I think it's going to be great, and you should do it. And I'm like, okay. Well, what do I get? And she's like, well, you get a really cool kit, and this is the kit that comes with it. And I was like,
everybody's in it for the kit.
I'm like, I'm going to do my own nails. And also I was a little bit of a hustler back then. I'm still a hustler now, just in a different way.
I was going to say, I think you still are.
Yeah, but I also learned that I would actually get federal financial aid, and that I would possibly get a check back. And I was like, quick money, okay? So I was like, fuck yeah, I'm going to go to school. So never imagined in a million years that I would actually make a career out of it. I went to school. I was pregnant. A 6-month program took me a year to get through because I didn't come. Thank God they didn't kick me out.
So you could go in and out of school whenever you wanted to?
No.
Oh.
No, I did whatever I wanted to.
Oh.
Rebel without a cause.
Okay.
And I'm back.
Okay.
All right?
Okay.
And that spirit will always live with me a little bit.
Yeah.
But yeah, I just, it took me a while. They used to save my write-ups. Like when I would get a write-up, they didn't just give it to me. There was just too many. So they would like save them until there was like a packet of them. And I would just sign them all at once. You know? And
I don't know why I could see that.
Oh, man.
I don't know why.
Good time.
Mm-hmm.
So anyway, I got through school, and I immediately went into this salon and spa. And I've done a lot of different things in my career. I've been an employee. I've been a 1099 commission person. I've done booth rental. I've worked in walk-in salons. I've worked in salons where I wasn't even allowed to talk to the customer. You know, it was natural nails only, and it was a bunch of doctors' wives, and it was like, just do not speak.
Yeah.
I'll tell you about all the times one day about all the chairs I've broken in quiet spaces. You know, I like to stir the shit pot,
right?
Intentionally and unintentionally. So that's how I got started in this industry. And when I was in school, I realized, like, damn, I have kind of a natural ability. Mm-hmm. You know, if you ever check out my Instagram, you should scroll all the way to the bottom. I started it in 2012. Okay. I graduated school in 2009, so there's about a 3-year gap where there's no proof of my work, but it gets rough if you scroll back to 2012. But yeah, I just had a
Back when you
natural
thought you were
ability.
real good in 2012,
Oh
right?
yeah, I was the shit. Yeah, and you couldn't tell me anything. And I was slinging MMA acrylic
Oh,
and ordering. I did it for 8 years. I had no
wow.
idea. I had no idea.
Wow.
Yeah, I was ordering Born Pretty off of eBay.
Okay.
Yeah, and that's what I did. So anyway, did I answer your question?
Yeah, you did.
Okay.
That's kind of a cool start to the industry. So
Yeah.
you've been in it for how long now total?
16 years.
Your highest high?
Woo. Getting my first premiere show. It actually happened in 2016. So from 2009 to 2016, I learned from, I guess, YouTube University, but back then it wasn't the same.
Yeah, it's definitely not.
I didn't really have anybody. I just kind of got it out the mud. I figured it the fuck out, you
Right.
know?
Yeah.
And 2016, I had somebody drag me to my first premiere show. And that was it for
The
me.
heaven doors opened.
Look, I got chills.
Yeah, right.
I mean, it expanded everything for me, and I started meeting people, and I was a little bit nervous because I'm a big personality. I walk up to you and
Say the things.
You're lucky I
Yeah.
didn't beef on you because
Which I also would have loved, FYI.
I mean, whatever. But I am what I am, and so I spent a long time kind of trying to hide that and fit into this like seemingly perfectly coiffed industry.
Right.
And I realized that actually, typically the things that we're running from and that we're afraid of, and the things that we're trying to hide, end up being our superpower.
Right.
And so I'm learning now that that's my superpower.
That's awesome.
There's not another Joe.
Yeah,
And there's not
there
going
is
to be
not.
no.
There is not.
And there's not
Yeah.
going to be another you.
No.
And there's not going to be another anybody who's listening. There's not going to be another you.
Yeah.
So,
it's facts. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the cool part. How about your lowest low
Ooh.
in the industry? Not in life, because that's a whole nother podcast.
But I mean, they kind of go hand in hand.
Yeah.
Right? Like, how do you? Shit, I don't know. I have no idea. I think probably a couple years ago,
Yeah.
actually.
Yeah.
We were at Nail Camp, Texas, and Rosanna and I had hauled $40,000 worth of Wildflowers product across the freaking country,
Yeah.
driving this trailer.
Yeah.
Okay. And we get there, and it's the biggest nail camp ever. There's 180 fucking people. The lines are wrapped around. I mean, it's insane. Every
Yeah.
class I had was freaking full.
Yeah.
Rosanna had her own booth.
Yeah,
So
she did, I
you
remember.
know.
Yeah.
But we're both responsible for Wildflowers, but she's busy,
Yeah.
because she's so helpful. So she's helping everybody. And then I'm pulling people in. If I knew you, they were ringing themselves out.
Yeah.
Like if I trusted you and you had a basket full of shit, I need you to take this iPad. And, I was like checking it or
Right.
whatever. And I'm pulling people, I'm pulling Cato in to help teach. And and it was insane.
Yeah.
And by the end of it, I was so exhausted and just so depleted. And then I started my frickin' period in the bathroom when we were packing up. And I just remember crying. And Carrie helped me. Carrie, do you know who I'm talking about? Anyway, she was in the stall next to me and she could hear me. And I just, bah, 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 bah. Anyway, on the way back, I get a phone call about 3 hours from home from my husband. And he had fallen off a ladder and broken his hip, shattered his hip.
Oh, gosh.
And I looked back at the year after that very much feeling like I was just burnt out. I had just done too much. I had done too many shows. I had educated too much. I was giving too much of myself away, and I was completely depleted. But I forget that we also suffered a tragedy.
Right.
So I spent about a year. I think the only event I did was Nailcation that year.
Yeah.
That's a soul place for me
Yeah.
in Hatteras and
Nice.
that retreat.
Yeah.
And that's the only thing I did, and I just hid. I hid, and there were people who expected me to show up,
Yeah.
and I couldn't. And it was difficult. And relationships that I had changed that year.
Yeah.
Friendships that I have, I still love these people and honor them. I'm just not as close.
Right.
Because that season in my life was just, I was such a recluse because I was so fucking tired and so, dealing with life. And I don't share a lot of my personal life because I don't want your pity,
Right.
because I'm
Yeah.
an overcomer.
Right.
And so that's what we do. And so that was probably the lowest point in my career.
Huh.
Yeah.
But look at you now.
Hey,
Right?
I got new life.
That's all
Fire
kinds.
under the ass.
Yeah. Sometimes those lowest points bring us to our highest. When for me to look back at some of my lowest points in the industry, when I thought I had lost it all, and in turn, everything happens and I'm in a completely different place in my life, a completely different part of my career.
Yeah.
I'm still in the career, but just in a different. Who knew that
Yeah.
I'd have the academy and all the things
Yeah.
and the podcast, you know?
Yeah. It's the
But
drawback.
yeah,
It's the
yeah,
pew.
the launch.
It's the
And here we
launch.
are,
And here we are.
free flying out there
Woo!
out in the wild. Is there something in the industry that you would want to bring back that has been kind of put away on the shelf that you would like to see come back? Any techniques, any brands that went away that you would want to see come back?
You know, it's hard for me to say because I wasn't exposed to so much for the first 7 years.
Yeah,
I can't really say.
okay.
You know, it's crazy because everything still feels new to me.
Yeah,
I'm constantly learning. If I can go sit in a class, I'm going to sit in it. Even as an educator,
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah.
So it's hard to say because I feel brand new every day.
I feel like as an educator now and having this amazing opportunity to educate for profiles,
Yeah.
I love it. I
Yeah.
love it because just like this class that we just did with e-filing and just to see the light bulbs get turned on and like, oh my gosh, I didn't know that. But then I'm also jonesing because everybody behind me is getting some education. And so now
Yeah.
I'm torn because I'm like, what are they doing over there that I can learn? But I think becoming an educator is been super fun and exciting. But seeing everybody like that light bulb get turned on and know that they're going to leave here today and go apply what they just learned today and make more money quicker, faster. I don't know. I don't know which one's best.
You've helped them to change. You've altered their life. You changed their life.
That's humbling, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
It's amazing.
I know. Somebody
Yeah.
said that to me too about having the academy. Like, Melissa, look at how many lives that you've changed. I never looked at it like that. I'm like, I'm going to help these girls make money. I didn't think about, I'm really helping them change their lives, maybe leave a situation they don't want to be in or create a new one in addition to great things that they're doing. I never really thought about, I'm changing all these lives.
Yeah.
I have educators that are also changing their lives, but
Yeah.
what a cool industry to be in.
Oh
Like,
man.
how many
It's
industries
awesome.
can do what we do?
I
you know?
don't think any.
I don't think so.
think any. And then, you know, to take away, I learned from students.
Yeah. Yeah.
And sometimes it's how to change the curriculum. I learn what questions they're asking so that I can better help the next
Right.
group. But sometimes it's just simple things, you know. Oh, have you heard of this product? Or have you seen? And they're excited because they're on the internet. I don't spend a lot of time scrolling on Instagram.
I don't either.
You know, so like they're bringing things to me and showing me things, and the collective encouragement and knowledge that spread is probably my favorite part.
Yeah.
Because we're equals. We're homegirls, and I'm gonna show you what I do and how I
Yeah.
do it.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna encourage you to continue to learn. So
And that's, I think, too, for me as an educator and for my educators in my school, is this is what I do.
Yep.
Doesn't mean that there aren't different ways that you can do it. You could teach something the same, add a few more things that somebody else is going to pick on differently.
Absolutely.
So I don't know. It's so
Yeah.
exciting to be in, and I think that we get such a bad rap in the beauty industry.
In
nail
what way?
techs. I would say people don't take us seriously. And I think monetarily they don't take us seriously.
Yep.
I think that a lot of the general public think that we just polish nails and gossip all day.
Yeah.
But we're really hustling businesses. Like all of these girls that I have in my salon that are 1099 commission, they're running their little business from my business inside.
Yeah.
And they're killing it.
Yeah.
And I think that it's humbling too as an owner / educator to see my girls in the salon being able to buy cars for the first time.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
or go on those vacations that they've always dreamt about and never go. Like, I'm like, girl, go.
No,
Let's
yeah.
go.
I feel like that's the part.
That's the part. That's the
That's
part,
the part.
right?
Yeah.
So I don't know.
Got
It's been,
chills.
I know,
Again.
it's a good time.
Yeah.
I don't know. I can't imagine doing anything else. Can you imagine doing anything else? Like,
No.
if you were not doing this, because in my high school yearbook, I do believe I wrote down that I was going to be in the CIA.
Oh, well, I mean, I was going to be a lawyer because,
Right.
you know, and then I wanted to be a high school theater teacher.
Really?
Yeah. Who knew? I don't know.
How about that?
Yeah. But no, I absolutely could not. I always knew that I would end up sharing. I always knew that there was teacher in me.
Yeah.
And I think that's where that came from because I just want to share,
Yeah.
you know. But no, I couldn't imagine doing anything else.
I can't.
Chemistry, maybe. I've been into chemistry a little bit.
Really?
Cosmetic chemistry. Yeah, I want to know what the fuck's going on in that bottle.
Yeah, I've never thought that.
Yeah, no. So I think about it all the time. All the time.
All the time.
I feel chemistry. Like I don't know what that is, but I can feel that it's different, and it's almost like the molecule
Well, when I was talking
is.
to you yesterday about Gotti, and I'm like, tell me about Gotti, and you're like, what do you want to know? And like, you brought up some good points that I never really thought about because, again, profiles girly. Amy and Tracy do all the hard work. I just use all the stuff.
Yep, yep.
So, I just listening to you, I'm like, yeah, I never thought about it that way. Like when you're talking about the proximal nail fold and it going in there and self-leveling, I'm like, I just use profiles. I just
That's
use
what,
profiles.
yeah, yeah. And I was
That's
like
really
that
cool.
for so long with
Yeah.
wildflowers.
Yeah.
So long. You know, Jessica and I were talking earlier about brand loyalty.
Yeah.
And this is a whole nother rabbit hole, okay? But brand loyalty and we talked about it a little bit. It's
Yeah.
important. It's important for brands to have people who are engulfed in their products because you are the guys that we're going to go to when we have a product question because you know everything about it. You use everything in the line every day.
Yes.
You know, and so it's important for brands to have that. I think it's important for students to have a you that is a brand expert. And we were talking about the difference in how our society will say, well, if you're this, you can't be this, right? So one is excluded of the other. What am I trying to say? Help. Like just because you think this way, this means this,
Yes.
right?
Yep.
But I think that there's great things and importance in somebody who touches a bunch of different brands, you
Right.
know, because
Yeah.
I was Wildflowers girl forever. I
Yeah.
mean, bled the logo colors,
Yeah.
you know, and shifts happened in my life and I got burnt out and I was pulled. I'm very gut led. If my gut says don't do it, I'm not doing it. If my gut says to do it, I don't know why, but I'm jumping,
Right.
you know?
Right.
And so touching all these different products, there's great things in that too, because I'm able to kind of go in and do the hard work and say, this works with this. And I'm so honest that as somebody asking questions and asking about different brands, they trust me that I'm going to tell you the truth.
Right. That's true.
Because there's not one that's better than the other. They all have great things.
Yeah.
And they all have things that don't work that great.
Yeah.
Is what I'm finding.
Right.
So I'm able to give full honest, not that you're not honest,
Right.
you're just a brand expert.
Right.
And it's good and it's
Yeah.
important and it's a good thing.
Yeah.
And I think what I'm doing is important and it's a good thing.
Like you were talking to me about matte top coat yesterday, and I was like, huh,
Yeah.
huh,
Yeah. But you are a profiles girl.
Yeah.
So you use profiles matte.
yeah,
You know, but I'm able to touch. I do touch 5-6 different mats, and this one right here does this, and that one right here
Yeah.
that ain't gonna
I
do
learned
that
a lot
like
from
that.
you yesterday, yeah.
And it's from the research I've done, and then every brand that I work with, rabbit hole, sorry, but every brand that I work with is super supportive. So like, I set up this Gotti booth yesterday. Robert's like, use whatever you need to demo. I got messages from Cordoza and Tracy commenting like, wish I could be there. So I've got profiles that's got my freaking back. They love what I'm doing. They know it.
right,
You know, I've got
Right.
Cordoza that got my freaking back. Robert's got my freaking back.
Right.
You know, all these people that I'm working with, they're like, you do you, Joe.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
because they know that there's still value in it for them.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and it's just really nice. So anyway, that was a point. I don't
that's
know.
okay. That's all right.
All right.
I don't know. I think the education is there.
Did I just give you a wet willy?
You probably did. Oh, Brennan. Okay, so I'm going to do some rapid fire questions with you.
Okay, I'll try.
What song is always on your salon playlist?
We don't have a salon playlist. A lot of times we do nails in the dark with no music.
Really?
Yeah, we don't cut the overhead lights on a lot of times.
Say what?
We don't cut the overhead lights on a lot of times.
You just do nails in the dark.
No, we have our desk lamps, and our clients love it because they're cozy. And I don't touch electronics because I break them. So whatever somebody else puts on.
Really?
Yes.
That is amazing.
Yeah.
Okay, no playlist for you. Good to know. Favorite nail color name of all time?
Fuck. Jotanna when Profiles names a babe polish after me.
You don't have one either?
Nope. Soon.
We need a Jotanna and a Melissa. Hashtag profiles backstage. Amy said to me at the Orlando premiere, she's like, well, what color do you want? And I was like, I'm I'm still thinking about it.
Yeah.
I don't know what color describes a Melissa. I don't know. Depends. I told her I want to be the most used color because I do feel like I'm the most used. However, that was probably inappropriate. But I don't know what that would be.
You said what you said.
I did. I sometimes feel black and sparkly and deep and dark. And then sometimes I feel like a soccer mom. So I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know what that color would be. What color would you be?
Ooh.
If Amy names a Jotanna.
I would either be, I feel like people want me to be something bright, and I feel like I want a nude or a moody.
You
I
know
want to
what?
be nudie or moody.
Okay, so think about this.
Okay.
If the Babe collection came out with some chameleon-y color, because
Oh,
Right?
baby. Yeah, that's
I'm
me.
feeling
Yeah.
chameleon colors, Amy,
Yeah.
Tracy.
Like 6 new of them. 6.
that would be great.
Yes.
And then we could be Melissa Jotanna in the chameleon, like we want it to move,
Yeah.
like chrome.
Yes.
Change.
Yes. Dynamic.
Yes.
Yes.
I think that could be good.
Dynamic as fuck.
AF.
AF.
Favorite kind of client?
Ooh. The client that loves everything that I do. I could wipe doo-doo on their nails and they're like, yes, Jotanna nails. The type of client that doesn't ask me how much. The type of client that doesn't have a budget. The type of client that lets me play and explore, but also is willing to give me a little bit of direction.
Okay.
So that I'm not left in the wind.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. Glitters or solids?
Solids.
Cow print or chrome?
Chrome.
Coffee, energy drink, or chaos?
Coffee. Chaos.
Okay, fair. Press-ons or prison?
Prison.
No press-ons for you.
Prison.
Prison, she says. Educate or to be educated?
To be educated.
Okay, very cool.
But there's so much in both.
I know. I know. Let's see. What is your, well, we talked about a superpower, so we got that one already. If your nails could talk, what would they say?
Hell.
If you could ban one service forever, what would it be?
Dip.
Preach. Dip. We don't get many calls anymore. It was hot and heavy for a long time in the salon, like, do you do dip? Do you do dip? We don't get that anymore.
Yeah.
I think that hopefully has gone away.
I think so.
I hope.
I hope so too.
What the Satan hell is
Because
trying
what
to
the
get
fuck
that
is
off?
that? Yeah. Yeah, and then it's rigid as fuck.
It's bad.
Yeah.
Don't do that again. Don't do dip.
Yeah. Dip bad.
Say no to dip.
Dip bad.
Okay. And then a client cancels last minute. What's your internal reaction?
Probably not good. I don't know. Fuck you. But literally that's a half a second and then it's like, are you okay?
Yes.
Yeah, I feel
Yes.
I am dynamic in all things and I have all the emotions
Make
about
sure
everything.
they're okay first.
No, mad first.
Mad first, then okay?
Yes.
Yeah.
So like when you fall, I'm gonna laugh at you and then I'm gonna help you up.
I learned my lesson the hard way with that. So most of my clients, when I was behind the chair all the time, booked out a year in advance. They all had their spots. And this girl was coming very steady and had booked out for a year in advance and no issues. And one time she was late and no biggie. We kind of got back on track. And then she didn't show up next time. She was also pregnant. And so I was like, girl, you cannot, like, I have nowhere to put you in.
Yeah.
And I was kind of not really ripping her, but kind of just, man, I have nowhere to put you in. I'm going to have to work till midnight to get you.
Right.
And the next text I get was a brand new slimy baby.
Oh, honey.
She was on her way to get her said nails done when she had to detour to the hospital to have said baby because she went into labor on the way to me.
Oh my God.
Mortified.
But see, you said internally. That was externally.
Yeah, so
So maybe slow down.
I dropped back away. I went back to like lower gears and stopped being so about it. So
Yeah,
brand
I
new
think
baby.
Typically,
Congratulations.
honestly, externally, if someone cancels last minute, I'm probably not going to respond right then because I have to process all the emotions I'm having about it.
Yeah. Yeah.
So-
I don't think a lot of people realize that when you do that, that affects your whole day, your income, all the things.
The way I'm able to feed my children,
Yeah.
or not.
Or not.
Swallow your spit.
We're getting a dollar menu. We don't even have dollar menu anymore. The $5 menu, I think it is now.
$1.25 still.
Yeah. Well, I appreciate your time today. I was looking forward to
Absolutely.
this. I knew it was going to be a good time.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
You're so
And we'll catch you on the
welcome.
other side, and we'll do another one.
Yeah.
Deeper.
No, let's do
way
it.
under the top coat next time.
Let's do it.
And we'll do it in the dark.
Can I take my clothes off?
You could.
That's going to be weird.
It might be.
Okay.
Probably
we'll do it.
inappropriate for online,
Perfect.
but
Okay.
that's a whole nother show, I think.
Okay.
I think, and then it starts with OF, right?
Fans only.
Fans only. Fans only. All right, girl.
All right. Thank you
Love
so
ya.
much.
Mean
I
it.
love you too.
Bye.
Bye, sister.